The U.S. Women's National Team is back together again, this time in Tampa, Florida, in preparation to face France on June 14th at Raymond James Stadium. It's a new era for the U.S. team with a new head coach, but the transition has been smooth, and the excitement is ramping up with the Men's World Cup starting this week and Women's World Cup qualifying just 4 months away.
Whenever there's kind of a change in management, you first think about maybe your own self and where you fit in the new team and like what the coach sees as you, but then you just have to get rid of that and realize like whatever you have to do for the betterment of the team, and then you realize if Jill's going to be the one that's leading this team, like obviously everything she says goes, and you just go with it.
Yeah, I think the transition between the new coaching staff has been pretty seamless, if you ask me. I mean, even being a young player, you know, the team's coming together at the right time, and I think that's important for what we have ahead. And just my last year on the national team has been awesome, and I've been very grateful to learn a lot of things from these players. And I think just coming in as a new player and learning this much is, whether it's under, doesn't matter who it's under, you know, what coach, it's always a great opportunity.
I think going from Pia to Tom, there was a bit more of a transition, but now since Jill, like we've had her with youth teams, and she's always been around being the youth technical director and everything. So, I mean, it feels like you know her, she knows you, and there's a bit of comfort there.
Of course, having Jill Ellis and her being a part of the U.S. national soccer program for a very long time, it's a very smooth transition, but at the same point, it's time to lock in, to get focused, and to really put in the work from now until the World Cup to start to peak. Not just offensively, not just with the attack, but all across the board, especially with team defense. So I think it's really exciting that Tony Gustafsson is in, and it's time to get ready, it's time to get focused, and that's the fun part. That's what we all love to do, we like to work. So we're gonna have meetings, we're gonna watch video, we're gonna train our butts off, and then hopefully we're gonna really take that first step in building our best team possible for the World Cup next summer.
Brilliant. You know, for us, it's going to be able to evaluate, certainly. I mean, we want to see players. I mean, every coach has a slightly different nuance to how they want to play. So even though I'm familiar with these players, it's maybe seeing or asking something different of them. So I think it's starting to layer in the things that we think are important and how we want to play. I think those are the focus. I mean, it's really going to be about performance. Certainly score lines are important, but I think for us, it's going to be about our performance and putting together good sequences in these matches against a top-level opponent. And so it's a reality. So you know, with qualifiers in October, playing at home, I think that they're seeing it starting to unfold. And certainly, you know, with the World Cup next year, we've got to put in our work and get prepared and ready to go. But I definitely think we have a sense of laser focus at this point.